and the rocks would come straight down. And land on the roofs, always at a certain time, focus on one house, but the entire area of the neighborhood would be covered with rocks. And during the investigation, one of the police officers got hit with one of the rocks, and he got a bruise on his arm. And another case, time when I was up there, I was inside one of the house talking to some of the witnesses. Seemed to be centered around a young boy who claimed actually contact with some type of entity or so on, and when he would go to sleep, the rock falling would start. And as he went to sleep, he was asleep in the other room, the rock would hear bang, 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 bang on the roof. And there was a Newtown police officers coming in at the time. So he gets out of his car, and one of the rocks just comes sailing down next to him, rock about this big, lands on the ground, then gets up again and smashes him in the arm. I'm watching this, I picked up the thing and it was warm. And, so the rock falling continued until the young boy was actually removed to a mental institution, actually, in Newtown, back in the 70s. So, but after that, UFO sightings started appearing in Newtown and Sandy Hook. And what people reported was an object in the sky that was actually doing figure eight movements in the sky. And it was seen by a lot of people. And then after those UFO sightings disappeared, there were 22, on one occasion, 22 sheep mutilations in that area, dead sheep found. And then a week later, 11 more. And
was that in the papers?
they were typical. What's that?
Was that in the papers?
It was in the paper back in the 1970s, yeah. And they were typical mutilations, and they were scattered over a 10-acre area, I believe. The sheep are attacked. The Newtown animal control officer tried to say it was dogs that attacked it, but there were no marks on the legs. The animals were scattered over a large area, no tracks, no breaks in the fence. And it was a great mystery. And I remember going and taking pictures of the animal, and the Newtown chief of police grabbed my camera and grabbed the film out. Did not want to publicize.
Did you look close with your eyes and really?
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, they had really they had slits in them, which looked like very sharp knives. There were no insects around them, even though it was warmer weather. They had certain cuts in their bellies where it looks like certain organs were removed. With the police there, I was not allowed to take student classification because they were very concerned about starting any kind of animal mutilations like out in the West and so on, which I got involved in investigating also. But it was a mystery. But we always see this stuff, this paranormal activity, just before an outbreak of UFO sightings and after UFO sightings. We see this outbreak of all this other phenomenon. And what's been termed as the Eichler's Cove poltergeist still remains a mystery today. I mean, it's even though you go to the Newtown police, they say, we never caught the guys, but they were kids with catapults shooting rocks. But I saw the rocks on the roof. I was there when the rocks came down at night on the roof, and I can't imagine being that accurate with catapults, and it was a ridiculous idea. The Newtown chief of police was an old sort of, I don't believe in anything, and nothing's going to happen in my town like this. I don't care about ghosts. They're talking about ghosts being there doing this. But it's centered around a young boy who had incredible psychological problems. And the rock falling was timed exactly every time he was asleep. And he claimed that it was one of the reasons why he got a medication, that he had communication and contact with a being, a man from another world